As the final whistle went, the Westfalen Stadion broke out into a spontaneous chant. German champions? Only BVB. They sang.Here we go then.Germany has waited long enough. Borussia Dortmund are back in the Bundesliga finally as a title race. 2 goals from Marco Reus in a thoroughly explosive second half on Saturday evening sounded the starting gun on what promises to be a thrilling season. For real, this time.Dortmund twice came from behind to beat Bayern 3-2 on Saturday evening. Their early season performances had earned them comparisons with the Jurgen Klopp era, and Dortmund lived up then against Bayern. This top-of-the-table 6-pointer was football as Klopp would like it. Unpolished but entertaining. A bit of chaos, a bit of quality, and a lot of heart. Dortmund weren't at their best, but the win puts them 7 points ahead of Bayern at the top of the Bundesliga. At times, Bayern showed that they have the potential quality to close that gap. At times, they look like a rusty, clunky old team, run ragged by Dortmund's bright young things. Having twice taken the lead with brutal efficiency, Bayern were ultimately undone by a team who shook off their nerves to produce a spirited, exhilarating performance and grab a deserved 3 points. With their backs to the wall ahead of this game, Bayern snarled into action in the opening minutes, pushing Dortmund back into their final third and intimidating them with fierce pressing. Jadon Sancho in particular looked nervy, losing the ball with a couple of heavy touches early on. If Bayern had come out ready for a dogfight, then Dortmund were cat-like, relying on the sharpness of Mario Götze and Marco Reus to steal the ball and launch counter-attacks. 10 minutes in, they should have taken the lead, as Reus left Jerome Boateng red-faced but sent a tame shot straight at Neuer. Neuer was called into action again 5 minutes later, snatching a low cross away from Sancho at the last minute. For all the heavy touches, the youngster was getting into good positions. Bayern, though, were methodically taking control of the game, and they carved out a deserved opener on 26 minutes. Serge sent in a dipping cross from the right and Lewandowski, for some reason unmarked, headed the ball in from close range. Both in the stands and on the pitch, those in yellow were increasingly frustrated by a game that, for Dortmund, wasn't going to script. As halftime approached, the yellow wall howled in rage at the gamesmanship of Robert Lewandowski and in exasperation at the mistakes of their own team. Yet Sancho, who had looked positively deflated at the end of the first half, gave him something to cheer directly after the break. His through ball picked out Reus, who reached it just before Neuer and was sent tumbling by the Bayern keeper. Reus then converted the penalty and, as Bayern fans set off flares in the away end, the fireworks on the pitch had begun. A few minutes of attacking fury came to nothing for Dortmund, before Bayern landed a cold blow at the other end. Joshua Kimmich's starting run down the right sent Dortmund sprawling, and the fullback shipped a dainty cross to Lewandowski. Once again unmarked, the Pole found the net. Dortmund had been level for all of 3 minutes. Bard's youngsters, though, weren't impressed, and quickly forced 2 chances from point-blank range. First, Neuer denied Jacob van Larsson with a world-class save, and a few minutes later, Sancho rounded Neuer and squared to Reus. Only a diving block from Kimmich kept the Dortmund captain from netting his second. Even Kimmich couldn't stop Reus minutes later, as he sent a sultry volley flying into the bottom corner and Dortmund were level again. Inspired by halftime substitute Mahmoud Dahoud, Dortmund were suddenly stretching Bayern in midfield and bringing the centre-backs out in cold sweats. On 74 minutes, Axel Witzel's devastating through ball found Paco Alcácer in the middle. The Spaniard, who had also come off the bench, kept his cool and dinked the ball over Neuer. In the space of 6 minutes, the home side had turned the game on its head. If Favre's substitutions had been inspired, Kovac's decision to bring on Renato Sanchez for Serge Gnabry seemed a fittingly mediocre final roll of the die for Bayern. Yet still they came close to a late equalizer. Lewandowski pulled back by the linesman's flag in the dying seconds. So there they were, and here we go. One unpolished but explosive young organism against one outdated but effective old machine. It was a thrilling battle on Saturday night. It will be a thrilling battle until May.